your first question for the day. So doubt solving thing, what you can do, it's like you can directly post it in the particular group of quants, all of your doubts. So there people will take care of your doubts. Don't worry about it. So guys, this is like the question. Like we'll start with this question. Then slowly we will move towards like removal and replacement. All of you guys, please see the question. Like an ice cream is made by mixing elaichi and pista flavored creams. Fine. The 55-gallon container is mistakenly filled in such a way that it has 6% elaichi flavored cream. How many gallons must be removed and then replaced with a mixture containing 50% elaichi cream so that the resulting mixture has 10% elaichi cream? So it is given like the resultant mixture, it should have been 10%. So folks, yes, how to solve this type of question? I'm giving you a minute and then we'll discuss this question right now, right here. All of you, please go through this question. So first I'm just explaining you the question. It's like an ice cream is made of mixing elaichi and pista creams, right? The 55-gallon, most important thing is his container is mistakenly filled in such a way that it has 6% elaichi flavored cream. So it has already 6%. How many gallons must be removed and replaced with a mixture containing 50% elaichi cream so that the resulting mixture has 10% elaichi cream? Now how you can... So I have already given introduction. This is like the continuation class, Anshika, this is the continuation class of the previous one. So that's why I have started with this, yes. So we have given a lot of introduction in the previous class, so exactly. So this is like the next part of the class. So this is a continuation. That's why there is no requirement of introduction. So that's why I have started with the question itself. I have already given the introduction. It's like long back. So how to solve this question? It's very easy. Like first you need to understand like what is given. Like initially it has like one thing has exactly 6% elaichi flavored cream. So it has 6% elaichi. And how many gallons must be removed and then replaced with a mixture containing 50% elaichi? So it is 50% elaichi. So there's two things is there. I have already 6% elaichi which is in the container, and I have 50% elaichi which can be removed and replaced, which can be replaced. And the average has to be 10%. So what is it the average? That is the average is basically 10%, right? So this thing I can really write this thing. So first you need to understand, like first it is given, like this is 50% is the elaichi cream. It has to added in the container which is 6%. So that the overall will be 10% elaichi. Am I clear? Do you understand? So you have in a container 6% things, you have another 50% of things. So the question is how you can mix these two things so that you can get a 10% resultant elaichi thing. I hope all of you have understood this. So if this is the question, so now just do the mixed allegation thing. I hope you understood the question because we have to, this is initially in the container and this is initially the other cream. And this is like the average in the last. So this is the average thing. So I'm subtracting the average from the dearer one, which is 40%. And I'm subtracting the cheaper from average, which is 4. So what is the ratio? 10:1 is the ratio. So the ratio is 10:1. Am I clear? So the ratio is nothing but 10:1. If the ratio is 10:1, so what is the total? So that means if this portion is 10x, this portion has to be x. Am I clear? If this is 10x, this portion has to be x because the ratio is 10:1. Now what is total? The total has to be the entire full, that is 55-gallon container. So 10x plus x is basically 55. So I can say 11x is nothing but 55. So what is x? X is 5. So you need to remove 5 gallons, then you need to replace with the 50% elaichi cream. So the first thing you need to understand here, Vachal, obviously, that this kind of question you have to understand how you can use this formula to solve this type of question. First, whenever you're removing something, there is no change in percentage, right? If I have, let's say, 100 liter, 80% milk solution, if I'm removing 20 liters, so in the 80 liter is also 80% milk solution. So there is no question of removing it, no question of removing it. So there is no question of removing, so removing itself gives you the same thing. So after removal, let's say, after removing, the original container has 6% what? Elaichi cream, and the new thing has 50% elaichi cream. And after mixing these two things, I am getting 10% elaichi cream. So how you can put it in this particular format? 6% is there, I am mixing 50%, and I am getting an average of 10%. So this is the mixed allegation format. Now if this is the average, we can directly subtract 10 from 50, and we get 40, and we can subtract 6 from 10, and we get 4. So the ratio is 10:1. But I also know the total volume has to be 55. So if this portion is 10x, this portion is x, so what is the sum? 55. If 11x is 55, so what is x? 5. Is that simple, that possible? Am I clear? All of you guys, is it fine? Am I clear? Everyone, those who are facing difficulty to put it in this type of format, I hope you guys are absolutely clear with this. Is it clear? All of you, Tanish, everyone? Perfect. Those who are facing problems, so how you can apply this mixed allegation, this is how you can apply these things in this type of question. So let's go for the next one. After that, we will start doing the next thing, which is importantly known as removal replacement. So the next question on the board. This is the next one. So I'm trying to accumulate all the types of question. I guess Dipanshu is also here today. That's cool and that is nice. So I'm accumulating different after ratio. So after ratio it is 10:1. So the total is how much? One is 10x, one is x. So sum is 11x, it has to be 55. So what is x? That is 5. So the ratio part after. So I'm just giving you, so please take the screenshot. To those who didn't understand after the ratio part, I'm just giving you this thing. So if the ratio part is 10:1, this portion is 10x, this portion is x. Now 10x plus x, the sum has to be this 55 gallon because the container's volume is 55 and there is removal and replacement, so there is no change in the total volume. So the total volume, if it is 55, so 11x is 55, so x is 5. That means after 55, you removed 5 first, so it becomes 50. And the second one, what you add, which is 5. So this is 6% LIG and this is 50% LIG. So that is the after ratio part. I hope you have understood. X is the part. X is like 10x and x. So x is like the, if it is a ratio, I take 10x and x because the ratio is 10:1. This is the constant we are multiplying to make it 2 different parts. Muhammad, Azim, Qureshi, I hope you understood this. After the ratio part. All of you guys, is it clear after the ratio part? Everyone? Arun? Muhammad? हाँ उसका question अगर है तो मैं करवा दूंगा नहीं तो we have the other things also to do. Please, the next question is this one. 20, 30 and 25. So there are 3 varieties are there of tea. One is 20 per kg, one is 30 per kg, and one is 24 per kg. And he is selling at rupees 30 per kg to make a profit of 20%. If the mixture contains 1 kg of the first variety, then the quantity of the second and third variety can never be what? Now you need to find what it's not possible. 3 parts में हम लोग direct allegation use नहीं कर सकते. So please use the concept of weighted average to solve this question. First, you need to find this is the selling price is given. Here the selling price is given, here the cost price is given. So what you need to do, you need to make the selling price into the cost price, right? If the selling price is given, and initial case the cost price is given, so you cannot equate cost price and selling price. So what you need to do, so understand the approach I'm taking. So what I need to do, I need to find the cost price first. So let's say the cost price plus 20% of the cost price is equal to 30, which is the selling price, yes or no? Now if I get this, so I can see CP plus CP upon 5 is equal to 30. Now if you solve this thing, you'll get CP equals to 25. This is one way to solve. Another way I have taught you yesterday, which is 30 into, if 20% is 1 by 5, so in SP it has become 1 upon 5 plus 1. Because 20% is what? 1 upon 5. If I'm changing the base, it will become 1 upon 5 plus 1. So 6 is your profit, sorry 6 nahi, 5 is your profit. If 5 is profit and 30 is the selling price, the cost price will be 25. So in this way also you can do this question, or you can do it directly this way also. That is fine, fair enough. Now what you need to do, like it is 20, let's say 1. Rupees 20 kitna hai? 1 kg. Rupees 30 kitna hai? Let's say x kgs. And rupees 24 kitna hai? Let's say y kg. Fine. So what is your overall average? The overall average by mixed allegation method is nothing but 20 into 1 plus 30 into x plus 24 into y. This divided by 1 plus x plus y. This is the method of mixed allegation, right? Or the method of average, weighted average. Clear? So if this is same, this has to be equal to 25. So I can write that is 20 plus 30x plus 24y is nothing but 25 plus x plus 25x plus 25y. So if you get all of these things in one side, so you will get 5x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0. Assuming my calculations are correct. That is 5x minus 5y plus 5 is 0. Yes. Now you need to put the value of this 2 and see where it is not possible. Now if you put the value of 7 and 20, so 5 into 7, that is minus 20 plus 5. How much it is? Like I'm putting 7 in terms of x, I'm putting 20 in place of y. So this is 35, 40, so the answer is 20. So which is not equal to 0, hence D is your answer. Am I clear? Is it minus 5? Yeah, it's minus 5, I'm so sorry. It's minus 5. You're correct. So this is minus 5. So this is minus 5, so this is, let's say, 35 minus 5, this is 10. So 10 is not equal to 0. I'm so sorry. So it's minus 5, yes. So weighted average is like what we have learned already then. So the answer is 10 here, yes, 10. So 10 is not equal to 0, so hence this is the answer. Am I clear? There is, the shortcut is the same thing. You can need to check with this thing by doing directly also. You can solve it like that way also, but that is not case. I will explain you all the steps again. So what I have done, I find cost price. I hope it is fine with you. The cost price is 25. Now this is the weighted, this is like, let's say this is the variable x and this is the frequency. So what is the weighted average? x1 f1 plus x2 f2 plus x3 f3 by f1 plus f2 plus f3. So this is 20 into 1 plus 30 into x plus 24 into y upon 1 plus x plus y equals to 25. That is the concept of weighted average. Okay? How weighted average is CP? Because if I'm mixing something and I'm getting an overall CP 25, so that's why the weighted average is the CP. That's how we can calculate. So we have taught you these things in the first class, like in the arithmetic class. So now, I'm sorry, in the arithmetic class. So 20 into 1, 30x plus 24y upon this thing is 25. So if you solve it, you'll get this thing. That is 5x minus y minus 5 is 0. Now you have to put the values. You can put this value also. You can see if you put this value, this will become 0. So only in this D case, this is equal to 10, not equal to 0. So hence the answer is this. So this is, I guess you have understood how we solve this is kind of question. So how to find CP? Because CP plus 20% of CP is equal to the selling price 30. Because this is cost price plus profit, kya hota hai? Selling price. So from this we can find CP plus CP by 5 equals to 30. So from this you can write 6 CP upon 5 equals to 30. So from this you can say CP equals to 25 by doing cross multiplication. Is it fine? Or you can do this, why not the other option? Put any other option, put 2 kg and 5 kg. Just put 2 this, like it will give you 5 into 2 minus y is how much? Minus 5 minus 5. It is equal to 0. So everything will gives you 0 except this option. Am I clear? Is it fine? All of you guys, any doubt in this? The CP thing I have told you in the previous class as well, so don't worry about it. So in the base change method is basically when the CP, like when the profit is what, 20%? So I'm just giving you like the how to find the CP as well. So think about it. In the base change, I'm giving you last explanation, the final one. So what is 20%? 20% is 1 upon 5. And 20% profit is on CP. If I need to convert it into SP, so my base is increasing. Whenever the base is increasing, I do numerator upon denominator plus numerator. So in this case, it will become 1 upon 5 plus 1, which is 1 upon 6. So 1 upon 16 is the profit. So if 30 is the selling price, the profit is 30 into 1 upon 6, which is 5. So selling price is 30, profit is 5. So what is cost price? Subtract this thing. The cost price is 25. So this is the method of base change. So these things you have done in percentage. I have already told you multiple times, so please go through the percentage thing, because this thing are basically used in percentage. So we'll go for next concept, like the next question. The next question or like the next concept is basically based on, basically depends on, directly we can solve this type of question also. And also we can go with this kind of question with the CP, SP and all of these things, whatever it's comfortable you can do it. And this is basically a percentage question, is the CP wala thing. So if you have any problem in this, please go through the profit loss concept. This is the profit loss thing actually. So let's go for the next one, guys. The next thing is removal and replacement. Very important concept, removal and replacement, right? So please do not be very much here about CPSP, because our class is not about CPSP. So please think C about now removal replacement. Everyone, please pay attention. So think about, there is a jar is there. The jar, it's like filled of, like you are like an old money thing, like you are basically old money. This is a 100-liter jar, and let's say it is filled of C2H5OH. Let's say this is basically, I'm saying this is filled with alcohol, right? So like daru is here in this the jar, entire filled with daru, like 100 liter. And one day you discovered it. So if you discovered, when you discovered it, you have become very happy. So what you did, you basically asked some of your friends to drink. But you know also you cannot get this particular thing. Like you have to replace it because you don't want to get caught, right? So in this case, what you have done, so you invited your friends. First you do what? You drink 10 liters. What you did? You drink 10 liter. Then you replace. So if you drink 10 liter, then will be 10 liter less in this thing. So what you do, if you don't want to get caught, you replace this thing with water. So you'll replace with 10 liter water. So what you did, you drank 10 liter. Then due to like you don't need to, like, you know, like it's a party thing, right? So you have drank, like not only you drank 10 liter. And to not get caught, you just replace this 10 liter by, let's say 10 liter by 10 liter of water. Now, what is basically happening? Now, if you have this thing, so in this jar, the amount of alcohol, let's say, the amount of alcohol and the amount of water is basically 90 and 10, right? Because you drank 90 liters of alcohol and you mix 10 liters of water there. Sorry, you drank 10 liters of alcohol and you remove 10 liter and you replace it with water. So already there it is 90 liters is there and 10 liter you have added water. So what is the ratio? The ratio is 9:1. Am I clear? That's the first thing you need to understand. The ratio is 9:1. So next is what you did. Now the next day, again, you got very excited. So you asked all of your friends again to have a party, right? So again, what you did, you drank 10 liter. Abhi, you cannot drink only the wine or only the alcohol, right? You cannot drink only the liquor. You cannot drink only the liquor. So what you can do, you can drink the entire solution. Am I clear? Now if I'm drinking from this jar 10 liters, so I'm now drinking the 10 liter solution. So I'm drinking 10 liter solution and again replace it with 10 liter water. So whenever I'm drinking now 10 liter solution, in this 10 liter solution, so what is the amount of alcohol and what is the amount of water? This 10 liter has to be divided in the ratio of what? 9:1. So that means alcohol amount is 10 into 9 by 10, which is 9 liters, and the water amount is 10 minus 9, which is 1. So whenever you're drinking now 10 liter of this solution, so you are drinking 9 liter of alcohol and 1 liter of water. So what happened basically, you drink again 9 liters of alcohol and you drink 1 liter of water. And then you add another 10 liters of water. So now you have 81 liters of alcohol and 19 liters of water. So what is the ratio now? 81:19. Am I clear? Itna tak samajh aaya sabko? All of you guys, is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? Am I clear? So 81:19 is the other second. Okay. Now again you think about this. Again you have done the same thing 3rd times, right? Now if you again remove 10 liters. Now if you again remove 10 liters of the solution. So you have removing 10 liters of the solution. Now this 10 liters should be divided in the ratio 81 and 19, right? Because you cannot drink only 19. How? Because 10 minus 1 is how much? 9. And you added 10 liters of water. So 9 plus 10 is 19. Am I clear? 19 how? So 10 minus 1 is 9. You added 10 liters of water. So 9 plus 10 is 19. Is it clear, all of you guys? So first what he did, so whenever I'm drinking second time 10 liter solution, so I'm drinking basically 9 liter alcohol and I'm drinking 1 liter water. So 9 liter alcohol has been drunk by me obviously and 1 liter by obviously water. So this is the case after drinking. Now what I do, I add again another 10 liter of water. So 10 minus 1 plus 10, it becomes 19 and it becomes 81. Fair enough? So main AP down is like, it's like, obviously Chetan, but yes, like it's figuratively, let's say. Now again I have drank 10 liter solution, let's say, or like you guys have drank 10 liter solution. So in this 10 liter, so what will happen? Now in this 10 liter will be divided in the ratio, of alcohol and water is 81:19. In this ratio, we will drink. So in 10 liter, we'll be divided it in 10 into 81 upon 81 plus 19, which is basically 8.1 liters. So out of this 10 liter, 8.1 liters will be alcohol. And what is the water? That is 10 minus 8.1, which is basically 1.9. So you drank now 8.1 liter of water and 1.9 liter of, 8.1 liter of alcohol and 1.9 liter of water. So now it becomes minus 8.1 and this is minus 1.9. So, and you add 10 liters of water again, so it will become 72.9 and it will become 27.1. Am I clear? Itna tak sabko samajh aaya? Is it fine, guys? Itna tak, is it clear, everyone? All of you guys, do you understand this? Rashma? So what I'm doing, whenever I'm drinking the solution, I'm basically drinking in the ratio of, the current ratio of the water and alcohol. This is the way I'm basically drinking. Clear hai? All of you? Perfect. Now, if this thing is clear, then the next thing what I'm going to do is I'm trying to now make all of these things in a particular format. So what I have got this one, this is the first time, this is the second time, and this is the third time. So this is first time, this is second, this is third, right? So now let me show you, like, can we use some kind of formula to solve this type of question or not? So now I'm just removing this portion, and try to find some kind of formula where you can use this thing directly or not. Now think about it like this way. So what is your initial solution? Your initial solution was 100. So 100 is basically initial solution. Then how much you removed and replaced? 10. Then again your initial solution is 100. So that will give you basically the proportion of alcohol after every drink. The proportion of alcohol after every drink, right? And if you multiply with your 100, that will give you the portion which is 9. This is like the current level, or 90 liters of alcohol. This is the current level. So first what I have done, this is the initial solution. This is 100 is the initial solution minus the removed and replaced amount by initial solution. If you do this and multiply with initial solution, you'll get the answer directly. Similarly, for second time, what I'm going to do, 100 into 100 minus 10 upon 100. So what is 100? The initial solution. And if I do twice, so just make it the power 2. So if you solve it, you'll get directly 81 ml. So there it was 81 ml. Similarly, if you do third time, so it will be 100 into 100 minus 10. 100 into 100 minus 10 upon 100 cube. So this will also give you 72.9 liter. So this is the formula basically. The formula is what we are doing. We are taking initial solution into initial minus the removed and replaced amount by the initial to the power n. So that will give you the amount of alcohol after every time. Like if it is for after third time, it is to the power 3. If it is for fourth time, it is to the power 4. If it is for 2 times, it is to the power 2. Am I clear? Do you understand this? So I just need to now use these things. Again, just to formulate this thing, what I'm going to use, just take this. So from a container of volume V, if X liters of original content is removed and replaced with another content, and this process is done n times, then the formula becomes initial volume, that is volume after removal by volume after replacement. So that is initial volume is, let's say if initial volume is V, so the replaced amount is X. So V minus X upon V into V, and this is to the power n. So that is your formula. N is the number of times you are doing the removal and replacement. Is it clear? So that is the formula we have developed from here also. You can see we developed the same formula from here. And the answer is also same. And we are using the same formula, initial volume into initial volume minus the removed replacement amount by the initial volume to the power n. Am I clear? All of you guys? Ekdam crystal clear. Everyone, please remember this formula. This is very, very important while solving this type of question. So this formula is, I'm again showing it to you so that you can understand this thing clearly. So initial volume into initial volume minus the removed replacement amount by initial volume to the power n is exactly the amount of particular thing which you have at that point of time, like particular amount of first content at that point of time. So let's go for the next one. Volume after replacement is basically the initial volume, it becomes. Because if I replace 10, I'm adding 10, so it becomes the same thing. So if the replaced quantity is not equal to the removed, then it's better to do it like manually, or you can use here the same thing also. We will discuss this thing accordingly, don't worry. So let's go for the next question, let's start with the question. Now here is the first question. Tell me what is the answer. If like different times, different volumes, different things are replaced, it's better to do it manually. That's why I have taught you how to do it manually. If everything is different. So how to solve this question? So you can use the formula directly. So what is the initial volume? The formula is V into V minus X upon V to the power n, right? So what is the initial volume? That is 20 into 20 minus 4 upon 20 to the power n. So which is basically 20 into 4 to the power, that is 4, this is 16 upon 20 to the power n. N is basically 4 because how many times it is replacing? It's replacing 4 times. If you see from the tank and replace it with water, here it takes again 4 liter of mixture of milk and water replaces this. He repeats this process for 4 times. So if this is for 4 times, it is to the power 4. So your answer is nothing but 20 into 4 upon 5 to the power 4. Now the question is, if you do not have calculator, how you can solve this type of question? If you do not have calculator, let's say, right? How you solve this type of question? So think about it, I can solve it like this way. What is 5 to the power 4? 5 to the power 4 is 625. This thing you need to remember because 5 square is 25 and 25 square is 625. And what is 4 to the power 4? It's nothing but 2 to the power 8, right? And this is here, it is 2 into 10. Fair enough? So if I have the same thing here, so what I can do, like I can now multiply what is 2 to the power 9 and this 10 also. So if you multiply all these things, so what I can do for this type of question, like I just multiply 2 square 2 to the power 4 here, and I multiply 2 to the power 4 here. Why I'm multiplying this? Because the denominator will become like 1 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0. If I multiply it to the power 4, because it has 5 to the power 4, it is 2 to the power 4, so this will become 1 0 0 0 0. And in the upper side we have 10 into 2 to the power 13. Now all of you know what is 2 to the power 10. 2 to the power 10 कितना होता है? 2 to the power 10 is 1024. So what is 2 to the power 11? 2048. 2 to the power 12 is 4096. 2 to the power 13 is 4096 into 2, which is 8192. So it is basically 8192 into 10 upon 10,000. So what is the volume? It's remaining, which is 8.192. It's the amount of milk. It's the amount of milk here is 8.192. So the total is 20 and minus 8.192. So your answer is nothing but 11. The option 3, I guess, it's 808. Because they have asked you about the amount of water. So I have find the milk, then I subtract it and I got the amount of water. Is it clear? If you didn't understand the calculation, what I did, so just see the calculation how I'm calculating this thing. So this was like 2 into 10 is there, into 2 to the power 4 is there, 2 to the power 8, because 4 to the power 4 is nothing but 2 to the power 8, and it is here 5 to the power 4. Now if I'm multiplying 2 to the power 4, so this will become 10 to the power 4. So I have to multiply 2 to the power 4 in the upper side also. So this thing is basically becoming 10 to the power 4. And this thing is becoming 2 to the power 13 into 10. So if 10 and this thing cancel, it is 10 cube. And what is 2 to the power 13? It is 8192 upon 1000. So the answer is 8.192. So this is the calculation part. Answer is C. Guys, answer is C, because B is basically nothing but the amount of milk. But the question is, what is the amount of water? So 20 minus 1.192 is basically 20 minus 8.192 is basically 11.808. So this is how you can solve this type of question. And this is only the calculation, because in question, if the calculator is not there, you have to understand how to do this calculation faster. And this is how you can do this calculation faster. You can do it directly also, but directly how can you find what is 0.8 to the power 4 if you don't know what is 64 square? So you can also do 64 square also. And 64 square is, again, like 50 is 1 4. So 64 square is 25, and plus 14 is 39, that is 4096 is a 64 square. Yes, you can do that also. You can use paper and a calculator, but the other exams do not have calculation. Otherwise, you can use the calculator also as well. That's fine. So let's go for the next question. CAT में calculate होता है, but the other exams do not have calculator. That's why I've always asked people to do the calculation. So let's go for the next question, guys. I hope you have understood this. So next question is from a vessel full of pure petrol. 6 liters of petrol was drawn out and replaced by kerosene. Again, because that is the formula, bro. In formula, what did we have? The formula is giving you the initial volume. The formula, if you see, final volume of the original content left is the formula. So what is original content left? Original content was milk, right? Not water. That's why it is milk. So this is the question. From a vessel full of pure petrol, 6 liters of petrol was drawn out and replaced by kerosene. Again, 6 liters of mixture was drawn out from the vessel and replaced by kerosene. The ratio of petrol to kerosene left in the vessel was 25 by 24. Then find the volume of the vessel was what? Only CAT has calculator, bro. Only CAT has calculator. Now, how you solve this type of question, guys, all of you? The answer is yes, D. This is how we solve this type of question. Now think about it, how when we start solving this type of question. The first thing you need to understand, like from a vessel of pure of petrol, 6 liters of petrol was drawn out and replaced by kerosene, again 6. You need to find the volume. So the volume is not given. So think about the volume is V, right? So whenever you're replacing something, like whenever I'm replacing 6 liters, so it is basically V minus 6 upon V, this square, right? So V minus 6 upon V square is the basically amount of, this is the basically the ratio of petrol upon total solution. Petrol upon total solution is basically V minus 6 whole square upon V square, right? Now if I multiply this with V, I'll get what? I'll get petrol. But if I'm not multiplying with V, so this is basically giving you the ratio of petrol upon total solution. Am I clear? If I'm multiplying with V, this is basically do not have the other things. If I'm multiplying with V, I'm getting petrol. But if I'm not multiplying by V, I'm getting the ratio of petrol by total solution. Now the ratio of petrol to kerosene is 25 is to 24. So what is the ratio of petrol to, let's say, petrol plus kerosene, which is the total solution? Is basically 25 is to 25 plus 24. So petrol upon total solution is nothing but 25 upon 49. Now, if I make these two things equal, that is v minus 6 upon v whole square is equal to 25 upon 49. So if I do the square root, so v minus 6 upon v is basically 5 upon 7. Now, if you do the cross multiplication, that is 7v minus 42 is equal to 5v. So now if I solve this, this is 2v is equal to 42, and what is v? That is 21. Am I clear, guys? Is it fine? All of you guys, let's let me know whether you have any doubts, any difficulties in it. कोई भी doubt है तो बताओ मुझे. Any doubt you have, just let me know. This is how we solve this question. So remember, this v minus 6 upon v is basically the ratio of petrol to the original solution. Video of petrol to the original solution. Or I guess all of you have done it, and I guess you have done it in the previous class, like the application class, I guess. Right, so yes, if you have done it, that is perfect. Gunjan, like if you are willing to approach this question, you just need to understand what is happening. It is basically the same question of removal replacement. So it is v is the initial solution. We are removing 6 liters. So v minus 6. V is the initial solution, the initial part I'm saying. V is the initial solution, and 6 liters I'm basically removing it. So it is basically v minus 6 upon v. Am I clear? Initial minus removed replacement element amount upon initial is basically what is it remaining in the particular thing. And it is happening twice, so whole square into v is basically giving you the original amount, which is the petrol amount. But if you are not multiplying with v, this ratio is basically giving you petrol upon the total solution. The ratio is basically petrol upon the total solution. We have squared it because it happens twice. How many times it happened? Twice. I've already told you the number of times it happened. If I'm multiplying with v, I'll get the amount of petrol. But in the question, it is given the ratio of petrol to kerosene. We do not have like the amount of petrol, right? So that's why we are not multiplying petrol. If you multiply petrol also, let's see what will happen. That is v minus 6 upon v whole square into v is the amount of petrol, right? This is the amount of petrol, and divided by v is the total solution. So this v and v gets cancelled out. So petrol upon total solution is basically same as v minus 6 upon v whole square. Is it clear? So v minus 6 upon v whole square into v is the petrol, and total solution is v. If I do petrol upon total solution, this v and v get cancelled out, so p upon total solution is v minus 6 upon v whole square. Is it clear, everyone? I have done with the multiplication of v also. If you do, then the ratio this v and v gets cancelled out. Am I clear? Abhishek, just see this one. What is the amount of petrol? V minus 6 upon v whole square into v. That is the amount of petrol. What is the amount of total solution? V. If I try to find the ratio, petrol is total solution, this v and v get cancelled out, so I'll get the thing as v minus 6 upon v whole square. Clear? Abhishek, Arun, those who have difficulties in this, like the ratio thing, is it clear now how this v gets cancelled out? I hope so, because I cleared it exactly like this is, like the v gets how this is cancelled out. Fair enough. Let's go for the next question. Yes. All of you guys, good? Yes. Next one is this one. This is one of my curated questions, so please solve this question. Very good question, this one. This is like actual cat-like question. If you want to take 24 upon 49, Sandeep, the problem with 24 upon 49 is this is not the thing of petrol. Then you need to take of kerosene. But our formula is defined with the initial content. So initially it was petrol, that's why we are taking petrol. As because like if the initially it was kerosene, then we have to take the kerosene, because the formula defined with the initial content, guys. So what's the next question? Please do this next question. It's a very beautiful question, guys. And you can again think about like having alcohol and all of these things. I'm giving you 1 minute. We will start solving at 8:04. 8:04. It's a very nice question and very brilliant question, actually, this one. The answer is not 64. Brave what? You have to go through like your thinking process to solve this question, yes. Mm, 90 ml, is it? I don't think so. Even I don't know how this every question contains daru. Because the mixture allegation, this thing is mostly used in daru, I guess. So let's discuss this question, guys. Everyone, please check how to solve this type of question. Very good question, first. Now think about it, like I'm just explaining this question, like while making his peg, an unconscious man filled his glass of 100 ml completely with water. So he's unconscious, he's too much drunk, so he don't understand. So he's filled with 100 ml water. Now he took a sip of 20 ml from the glass and consequently realized his mistake. Obviously he understood, like while he's drinking water or the alcohol, let's say. So he added 10 ml of wine to it. So he added 10 ml of wine. Then again he took a sip of 20 ml, added 10 ml of wine. He kept on doing this until his glass became empty. So till the time his glass become empty, he will finish this process. Clear? So you need to find what is the amount of alcohol, what is the net quantity. Net quantity is basically what is the amount of alcohol, not exactly alcohol plus water. You just need to find what is the amount of alcohol. So I'm seeing so many answers like 70, 80, 90. So answer will be 100 also will be among these numbers only. Now see how I solve this question. It is important. So guys, please pay attention like how I'm solving this question. So think about it like the first case. 100 was there. 100 is there, right? I drink 20 ml, then add 10 ml, right? So it's become 90 ml. So I have drunk already once. 20 ml I have drunk already here. 90 ml, again I drink the same thing and add this, so it will become 80. Then again I do the same thing, I have drunk already, so it will become 70. Similarly, it will become 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Now in case of 20, I already drank everything, like I already drank 20, so it will become 0. So this is like the entire case. You understood this? So initially it was 100, I drank 20 ml, add 10 ml of water, fine. Next it is 90 ml, I drank 20 ml, add 10 ml of water. Again, I am done the same thing, 80 ml, so 90, if I do 90 minus 20 plus 10, it becomes 80. So even if I have 80 ml, I drank 20 ml, add 10 ml of water, it becomes 70. So it goes on like this. In case of 30, again I drink 20 and add 10. So it becomes 20. When it is 20, I drank all 20 and it is becoming 0. So each step, I am drinking basically 20 ml, yes or no? For each sip, I am basically drinking how much? 20 ml. So how many times I took sip? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total 9 times I have taken 9 into 20, which is 180 ml of sip. Hai na? So total drank, I have drank total 180 ml, yes or no? If I drank total 180 ml, and initially it is 100 ml what? Water, and the rest part is basically adding up what? Alcohol. So your answer is 180 minus 100, which is 80 ml. It's that simple as this. That's it. Why 9, not 8 sips? Think about it. Now first I have taken a sip in here, second sip here, second sip here. ऐसे करते तो कितना sip हो रहा है? 9 sips हो रहा है ना? I have written down it clearly. Those who have got the answer 80 ml, I think you guys have a very good experience with this, like how we do this type of things. Just a sec, guys. There has been some problem in it. Just a sec. Yeah. So do you understand this? So I am not adding the alcohol. I am taking what is the total amount he drank. I have taken what is the total amount he drank. I'm not saying about alcohol and all. I'm not caring about whether he's drinking alcohol and what is the percentage of alcohol. I'm not even taking care of that at all. That's like Raj. I'm not taking care of this. I'm taking care of how much is the total I have drank, right? The first I have drank 20 ml here, second 20, third 20, and it goes on like this. So the total times I have taken sip, it's 9 times. So the total amount I have drank is 180 ml. And out of this, except this 100 ml, have we added any water? No, we just added what? We just added alcohol. So if 180 ml is total amount of liquid I drank, and 100 is basically the initial alcohol. So what is the difference? 80 ml. Priyanka, just give us some time. Some people have still a lot of difficulties, I guess. Exactly. The concept is total amount is basically the total. He's drank 180 ml. He had already 100 ml of water. The remaining amount, whatever he's basically adding what? Like the alcohol. Why not added water in the glass? That is the question. Once it is filled, when it is empty, he kept on doing this till his glass has become empty. So जब उसका glass empty हो गया, ये और नहीं करेगा. 10 ml करके you can solve it, but this is like the easier way to solve. Like how much you have drank and what is the initial quantity of water. Like 9 times he drank 20 ml, so water each time he added exactly. So alcohol each time he added 8 times alcohol, so 8 into 10 is 8. That is also fine. But this is also this way you can also solve this question, like the total minus this. The easy part of these things, you won't make any mistake in this thing, because you have answered what is the total amount of thing he drank and what is the initial quantity of water. The difference is only the alcohol. So he drank 10 ml water 10 times, that is like, he drank 9 times, bro. He didn't drink 10 times. He drank 9 times. I hope this is understood, all of you. Is it clear? Perfect, all of you guys. So let's go for the next question. Everyone, is it clear? Next question is here. That both logic is same, guys. Tanish, yes. If the amount of the liquid is more than like 500 ml and comes down to this, then there is any shortcut to quickly calculate the number of times. Yes, the shortcut is there. Like if it is 500 ml, in each case you are reduced by 10 ml, 10 ml. So for 10 to 100 to 0, it is 9 times. For 500 to 0, it would have been 49 times. So your answer in that case, you have drank 49 into 20 ho sakta. So whatever it is, divide by 10 minus 1. That is the number of times you are doing it. For 100, what I have done, 100 minus, like 100 upon 10 minus 1, it is 9 times. For 500, it would have been 500 minus 10 upon 500 minus, yes, 500 divided by 10 minus 1, which is 49 times. And I don't know why all the questions include the concept of alcohol. All the questions include this concept of alcohol. This is like all the remove replacement question is including this concept. So how to solve this? That is also fine, guys. That is also fine, Pritham. You can do the same thing as well. So let's discuss this question, all of you guys, how to solve this type of question. So think about 2 identical vessels are filled with alcohol. From the first vessel, 8 liters of the solution is taken and replaced with 8 liters of water. So, and what is the fraction of the volume of the vessel is alcohols in the 2 vessels finally is in the ratio 25:16. So let's say the initial volume is, let's say, V. What? So let's say the initial volume is basically V. If I've taken initial volume V, and he's replacing what? V minus A. upon V whole square into V is basically is the alcohol part, like the alcohol one, like alcohol, portion of alcohol in the first vessel, portion of alcohol in the second vessel has to be V minus 2A upon V whole square into V. That is for A2. Now if I do the ratio, if I find the ratio, this V gets cancelled out, this V gets cancelled out. So it will become, and this ratio is also given, that is 25 upon 16 is the ratio. So I can safely say from this, do you understand this, all of you? So initial, this is the amount of alcohol in the first vessel, this is the amount of alcohol in the second vessel. And the ratio of this type 2 alcohol is 25 upon 16. Clear? Now if it is this thing, so I can say V minus A upon V minus 2A whole square is basically 25 upon 16. Now if we do the square root, so I get V minus A upon V minus 2A is equal to 5 upon 4, right? Now if I do the cross multiplication, I'll get, that is 4V minus 4A is equal to 5V minus 10A. So from this thing I can write V is equal to 6A. So what is, I need to find A is what percent of V, so what is A upon V? The answer is 1 upon 6. Is it clear? Any doubt you have, just let me know. The answer is 1 upon 6. All of you, that yes, this is clear. Is it clear, guys? So what you want me to repeat? I don't know. Let's say V minus A upon V whole square into V is the amount of alcohol A1. V is the initial amount and A is the replaced. So this is the amount in the first vessel, which is A1. This is the amount V minus 2A upon V whole square into V. That is the amount of alcohol in the second vessel. That is A2. And the ratio is given 25 by 16. If you take all of this thing, if this thing get cancelled out, this will become V minus A into V minus upon V minus 2A whole square is 25 upon 16. So what I did the square root, then I get V minus A upon V minus 2A. So if you do the cross multiplication, you'll get A upon V is equal to 1 upon 6. Why didn't we do V upon A? Because the question is not that one, the question is vessel A in strength of alcohols in the two vessels finally is in the ratio. So the question is, what is the question? The same operation is done, the same, but the amount, what fraction of the volume of the vessel is A? So what fraction of the volume of the vessel is A? That means you need to find A upon V. Because A is the fraction of V. V is the total volume, A is the removed fraction. That's why we have taken A upon V, not V upon A. They asked you what is the removal amount is what fraction of the total volume. The removal amount is A, total volume is V, so A upon V is there. That's why it is A upon V. Okay, is it clear, guys? So the last question of the day, I guess last. This is the last question, all of you. I guess Gunjan, you understood why I have not taken V upon A, the remaining anyone, but the amount, blah, blah, blah. What is it? Vatsal. US. Noor, why V minus A squared upon V? That is the question, no? Like whenever we are doing removal and replacement, Noor answered. What we do, the formula gives me V minus A upon V whole square into V. That is the amount of alcohol currently after second replacement. That is from the formula, Noor. It's fine, it's not a problem. So it's a difficult topic. You have to go through all these questions. Then subsequently you can solve this question. Don't worry about it. Yes, so that's why V square and V square get cancelled out. Na? If the denominator is squared, so denominator is V square, and it is also in the second denominator is also V square. So V square and V square get cancelled out. So just do the ratio, you'll think get all of these things are getting cancelled out. V square and V square will get cancelled out. So a beaker contains 4 liters of milk and another beaker contains 4 liters of water. From the mixture in the second one, what is the answer? D, A might be the answer, let's say. So first one is milk. Arey bhai. So first one is milk, right? So milk is 4 liters and water is 4 liters, right? Now what I have done, 1 liter of milk is removed from the first beaker and poured into the second beaker. So this is -1, so it becomes 3. And this is +1, so it is basically becoming 5, but in the ratio 4:1. That is the ratio. Because 1 is basically milk, this 1 is milk. So what is water to milk? That is 4:1. Now what happened? Like I have taken 1 here from here, so it becomes 4. And now if I'm adding 1 here, so this is 1 liter of solution. So if it is 1 liter of solution, in this 1 liter of solution, what is the amount of milk? The amount of milk is 1 into this is 4:1 ratio. So that is 1 into amount of milk is 1 upon 5 because the ratio of water to milk is 4:1. So 1 upon 5 is basically the milk. So what is water? 1 minus 1 upon 5, which is 4 upon 5. So that is the amount of milk, this is the amount of water. So what is the total amount of milk in jar 1? In jar 1, the total amount of milk is basically 3 plus 1 upon 5, which is nothing but 16 upon 5. That is the total amount of milk in jar 1. And total amount of water in jar 1 is basically, it is already 4 is there, so that is 4 liter. So this 4 liter is basically the solution. So in this 4 liter solution, what is the ratio of water to milk? Is 4:1. So the amount of water is nothing but 4 into 4 upon 4 plus 1, which is again 16 upon 5. So milk is 16 upon 5, water is 16 upon 5. So what is the ratio? 1:1. Is it fine, all of you guys? So they have asked you the milk in the first vessel and the water in the second vessel. So the milk in the first vessel is also 16 upon 5 and the water in the second vessel is also 16 upon 5. Or no, I am repeating it again. So what I have done, first this is 4 liters, it is 4 liters milk and pure water. Then 1 liter is removed, it becomes 3 liters. 1 liter is added, it becomes 5 liters, right? Now whenever I'm removing again 1 liter from this, so this 1 liter contains milk and water, water and milk in the ratio 4:1. Because if I'm already adding 1 liter milk, so in this case, the water is to milk becomes how much? 4:1. Because 4 liters of water is there and 1 liter milk is there. So when I'm removing 1 liter of solution and I'm adding it here, so how much milk I'm adding? 1 into 1 upon 5. And how much water I'm adding? 1 minus 1 upon 5, which is 4 upon 5. So 1 upon 5 is the milk added, and already it has 3 liters of milk. So total milk is 16 upon 5. Now in the second case, it has 4 liters now, but this 4 liters is in the ratio of 4:1. So how to find what is the amount of water? 4 into 4 by 4 plus 1, which is 16 upon 5. So it is basically same kind of milk and same kind of water. So milk in the first one is same as milk in the second one, water in the second one. Is it fine? Is it okay? Guys, it's a simple question. Please understood it properly. And remember one thing, if this kind of things happen, and this kind of things happening repeatedly, so the ratio for the milk for this thing is same as the water for this thing. If you do it again and again also, we have the same kind of thing also. Water, repeat, okay? For the water, just think about it. It has already 4 liters. 4 liters of solution where milk is to water is in the ratio 1:4. Now 4 liter में अगर ये ratio milk and water है, so what is the amount of water? 4 into 4 upon 1 plus 4. So which is 16 upon 5. Is it understood? What is the milk in the second beaker to the water in the first beaker? So that's why I have done the ulta. Like milk, I have done what milk in the first beaker to water in the second beaker. If you do it the opposite also, that is also the same. So that's why I'm saying, like if the milk, the amount of milk and the amount of water, this ratio will be always same, always same. I'm again explaining it. Just give me a here. So just see it. Like final time I'm explaining. This is 4 liter. What is it? Milk. This is 4 liter. What is it? Water. Now I'm adding 1 liter milk, I'm subtracting. So what is it? 3 liter milk. Fine. So I'm adding 1 liter water. So what is the ratio now? 4:1. That is the ratio of water to milk. The ratio is 4:1, right? Now if I'm removing 1 liter from here, so I'm removing minus 1 from here and adding it here. So now in this 1 liter, the ratio of water and milk is basically same, like which is 4:1. So in 1 liter, what is the water? The 1 liter, the water is 1 into 4 upon 4 plus 1. That is the amount of water. That is 4 upon 5. And what is the amount of milk? 1 into 1 upon 4 plus 1. This is 1 upon 5. That is the amount of milk, right? So water in the first beaker. So the water in the first beaker is 1 upon 5. Now if I do the question exactly what is it been given. So water in the first beaker is 1 upon 5. Is this fine? Now similarly, in this 4 liter, what is the amount of milk? The amount of milk is 1 upon 4 plus 1, which is again. So this is total is 4 liter, yes. So this is in 4 liters, like this is the water, yes, perfect. So in this 4 liter, it is divided in the ratio of 4:1. So in this case, like what is the amount of water and what is the amount of milk? Okay. So I'm so sorry. So this is the amount of water is like this is 4 upon 5 is the amount of water and this is the amount of milk. So in this case, the amount of water is basically nothing but 4 upon 5 is basically amount of milk here. 4 upon 5 because 1 is basically the amount of milk. So in the second beaker, the ratio of the milk in the second beaker is 4 upon 5 and the water in the first beaker is also 4 upon 5. Am I clear? Is it fine, guys? So this is how you can divide this thing. But one thing you need to understand, this is like the major understanding from this question is not exactly this. The major understanding from this question, if you do this removal and replacement, if you do this kind of removal and replacement in this way, let's say the 4 liter of milk is there, 4 liter of his water is there, right? I removed 1 from here, again, then remove 1 from here. If you do this kind of things again and again, the ratio of milk and water in each portion is basically the inverse, exactly. In this case, the ratio of milk is to water is same as, in this case, the ratio of water to milk. They're always same. Rashma, where do you have problem, Rashma? Tell me, where do you have the problem? Where you have facing difficulties? You are facing difficulties. Just let me know in which line you are facing difficulty, so I'll tell you. So initially what I have done, if you see like we have 4 liters of milk, you can see. Then I'm removing 1 liter of milk, it becomes 3 liter. Say yes, you can relieve, obviously. Yes. This was last, yes. After that we can discuss like if you have any doubts, I can answer your doubts also. This is fine. Ratio of milk to water in first. Ratio of milk to water I have not find in first, that is the thing. I don't need to find ratio of milk to water. In the first, the amount of milk is 3 liter, that is fine. After that, when I'm adding 1 liter of solution, in this case, it is in the ratio is basically 4:1. So in 1 liter, the amount of water has to be 1 into 4 by 4 plus 1, which is 4 upon 5. So this is the amount of water. And in 3 liter, there is no amount of water. So the total water in this beaker is only 4 upon 5. So I'm not trying to find what is the ratio. The ratio is not given here. You don't need it. Is it understood? So I just find the amount of water in the first jar as well. Is it fine, guys? So yes, this is like the last question. Rashma, you have any difficulties, you can ask me. Cool. So I'm not finding the ratio. It's just I'm finding the amount of water in the first vessel. And that is coming from this 1 liter. So once out of 4/5 of the 1 liter is 4/5. Any other one? Any question you have, just let me know. Anyone? Any other question? Like you have, like those of the people who just joined us right now, or like very few days back, please go through the entire arithmetic. Please, this is nice fun. I think at least I can help you to understand more about like the wine and like the alcohols. Bhaskar, the thing is 3 liters 8 liter nahi hua. Like 3 liter was there, and 1 liter I'm adding. And when I'm adding, I'm basically adding water, because initially in 3 liter there is no water. What I need to find? The amount of water. So in this 1 liter we have, all these things. In this 1 liter we have this water and the milk. That's why we have taken 1 liter. So that's next. Anyone? Any question you have? Just let me know, guys. If you have any question, like you can ask me any question regarding your preparation, your classes, whatever you want to have, ask me. Gift material aayega bhai, aayega. It will take time. So yes, the class is basically over. This is all about like mixture allegation. This is done. So average mixture allegation is like total like entire thing. Yes, the class has been done. So I'm just asking a question. So like regarding the motivation, like I don't know like in which stage you are, but whether you're staging a good or bad, like I think you should do something regularly. Can't message on your Instagram ID. So that's in that case you need to like send me, I guess, follow request, something like that. Is topic का बहुत impact है जानवी. This is a lot of impact in this topic. The question I have curated. Yes, I will answer this question also, Aratrika. That's not a problem. So first I'm just giving the answer for the rest. Generally I have answered. You understood the concept of the video is clear. That's perfectly fine. So you just need to do practice. VRC. Please start reading. Do as much as you can. Do read as much as you can, and please read different kind of materials. And do RC 3 to 4 RC 3 passages at least every day. 3 passages every day. While you are going for the revision, the one thing you should do, like in every Sunday, like do revise 2-3 questions from each topic. That is how you can revise. Time speed distance is a little bit different. It is like in a tougher side. Yes, it's a little bit tougher, but not exactly more tougher than mixed allegation. They're in the same equal level. Yes. Yes, you can take GMAT and score very well. I have taken GMAT. I scored around 740. Yes, I have got very brilliant offers also from a lot of US universities. Yes, you can take GMAT, but GMAT is a different thing. Next is RC ka score. For RC, please read it carefully and try to understand the thing and try to understand where you are facing problems. Basically, in which kind of questions. Maintain a kind of Excel sheet. Understand which questions you are facing problems and all of these things. The next topic is time and walk, I guess. After that, it will be time speed distance. How much score you should be there in quant? You can score like around 45, 46. You can score and you can get this. Around anything above 45, 47. Inverse part. What is the inverse? Which one? Sectional cutoffs on average कितना होता है? Generally, the math sectional cutoff, if you see, like the math sectional is basically for the 90 percentile on an average. For 90 percentile, you need to do just 4 to 5 questions. In verbal, you need to do 6-7 questions, but in maths, 7 questions, I guess. In maths, is 5 questions. It gives at 90 percentile, and that is like the cutoff for sectional. I might be losing a lot of questions, so please keep on repeating the question because it's like very fast. It is moving, so I cannot see all of these things. And Bobby, yes, all good. Third year of my BTech will end my 4th year. This is like you can take this class this year. Yes, you can ask me. After arithmetic, I think it will be permutation combination, then it will be algebra. That's what I believe. Achha, the inverse I have said, like if is this the same kind of question, like initially 4 liter milk, 4 liter water, and if you remove 1 liter from this and 1 liter from this, then it's basically in the first jar the ratio of milk to water is same as in the second jar the ratio of water to milk. That's what I've said. Insta ID is Abbas Imran 23. This is my Insta ID. Just write it down. This is how to get 40 marks in quad. Just do focus on arithmetic, algebra, geometry. That will fetch you 40. Yes. So yes, I think I started this thing when I was 23. Yes. And guys, I have also started doing entire arithmetic playlist in YouTube. So where I had already uploaded ratio 1 and ratio 2. Kolkata, I stay near like airport in Kolkata, Pritam. So the ratio 1 and ratio 2 I already uploaded. We have also a lot of videos on speed maths. If you have any problem, if you're facing any problem, please go through those videos also. Please go through the YouTube videos. We will do the entire arithmetic again in YouTube also, so you can see those videos in YouTube as well. So please go through and please check and please comment also like whether you like those kind of videos. We have made a lot of efforts to create this kind of videos. So please go check the YouTube videos which we have like arithmetic playlist and speed maths playlist for YouTube as well. DP तो है मेरा भाई. अगर 23 नहीं है तो 24 देख लेना. If it is not 23, then just check with 24. It might be 24, I guess. We can do that. I'll come. I'm in Gurgaon right now, so I might come back. So yes, I guess I have done. Just let me check my answer. Yeah, just let me check. Please, I don't know exactly. It's like either like 23 or 24 might be. So that is my ID. So 24 it is, I guess, yes. So this is not 23, it is 24. So this is Abbas Imran 24. I'm so sorry, guys. So it is 24, basically. So this is 24, yes. And the next thing, I am generally not in, I don't think so I'm in WhatsApp group, I guess. I don't know, I don't think so. And yes, 24 one. I'm so sorry, it's not 23, it's 24, I guess, yeah. So the next is, the second thing what I'm going to do, like, yes, I'll explain, like, I hope I have answered all of your, most of your questions. Yes, eye contact, the videos, yes, like, yes. That is fine, that is fine, Aditya, that is fine. Tulika, it is basically above 24 might be, I guess, like, I guess that is the thing. But I get stuck in the management of college and my career. Since my college exams do require a lot of focus, it hinders. That is fine. You should focus on like college exam. CAT will do like along with that. Do not think only about CAT. Please think about your like especially your college exam also, because that is always there in your CV. So this is one thing. So you can work on it. No problem. So Janvi, like, this is one. It's a little bit difficult topic. So I just suggest you just go again with this video. It's a short video, I can see. Like it's like a 1 hour, 1.15 hours class. So please go through it again. If you have any doubt, please ask anyone. Like this is like a little bit in a difficult part. Like removal replacement is in a difficult part because we are using a lot of algebraic equations there. So yes, I will answer that one question. Kitna percentage? Which question? Which question, Aritrika? So please go through it, and otherwise you can. Work experience is not that important, but if you have it, that is brilliant. I will accept how it is. Like I have like free account, so you can ask me. It's like Abbas 24. Yes, I know Shodhpur obviously. I used to go to Shodhpur. Like I have a lot of things there in Shodhpur as well, which I cannot discuss right now in the public forum. So yeah, the one I curated. So this is the question, I guess, right? This one. It is fine to do MBA without WorkX. So I didn't do MBA because I just left MBA. But otherwise, like I feel like when I got the chance of doing an MBA from Lucknow, like why I like thought like in that point of time, if I have understood right now, so I could have done an MBA obviously. But in that something happened and like I have other priorities in my life. That's why I didn't do. But I was fresh in that point of time, so you can do like MBA as a fresher. It's no problem. Especially in India, if you do MBA as a fresher, there is no problem at all. Not for the other countries, but India it's fine. 99, 100 percentile. For 99 percentile, you need to do around like 10, 20, 30, 35 questions, 30, 32 questions more or less. Like correct if you do with a 90% accuracy. So do target for 30 questions with a 90, 95% accuracy. I left because I have to be in Bombay. I have certain other obligations, which again I cannot speak like loudly in the public forum. So there are some things there. So I need to be somewhere. So I just went to Bombay after that. So I didn't continue with that. But I will do an MBA obviously in someday or later, and I'll let you know guys obviously about that as well. GP of 8.5 is good. Aritrika, this is like the question you have told me. So what I did in this question, just let me explain this question once more. So this is 100 ml. So what I have done, I drank 20 ml and I add 10 ml, right? Now it is 90 ml. I drank 20 ml, add 10 ml. This is 80 ml. I have done the same thing. Then I have got 30 ml, do 20 ml, drank and add 10 ml. Finally, it is 20 ml. I drank all the 20 ml and that's there. I am not adding anything. So what I can do, I can find what is the total amount of thing I have, total amount of like liquid I have already, like let's say I already had. So the total amount of I will not take cat, bro. Like my aim is not cat. I have like I left. मैं वो गली तो छोड़ के आ गया मैं cat वाला. So I have like it's like 9 times I have had this alcohol or this liquid basically. So if I'm having 9 times, so each time I'm having like 20 ml. So for 9 times I'm having 9 into 20, which is 180 ml. So 9 into 20 is 180 ml. If I'm having the total amount of liquid I'm having, this is 180 ml. And out of this I know 100 ml was water, and the remaining everything is alcohol because I'm adding alcohol every time, right? So if 100 ml is initially the water, there is no water has been already added. So what should be the amount of alcohol? The total 180 minus 100, which is 80 ml. Syllabus of Kant and क्या I didn't get it. I quanta Insta पे जो QT videos बनाती है उनका I don't know whom you are talking about. This is like some. Yes, it is in iQuanta. Like just search iQuanta cat, speed multiplication and all of these things, or ratio. Like you'll get the ratio also. There is no problem with semester backlog because I had backlog in like 5 papers in first semester, and I got calls from I'm Ahmedabad, and I even get into like I'm Lucknow. ISB is GMAT. Yes, GMAT. The range of GMAT for ISB is around 690 to 790. So at least 720, 730 is good for ISB to get a good hold on ISB. Yes. But if you like ISB, yes, ISB is a good place to be. There's no problem in it. GMAT cutoff is not like there is a cutoff. It's like a total thing. It's like your score, your profile, and everything together. So the GMAT profile, what ISB generally took in the year before year, that is 690 to 790. So I have low ACADS. Will it affect my sum? It won't affect much because I also do not have a very good ACADS because my 10th is 90, my 12th is 73, my grad is also 7.4, 7.5. So that's fine. And I've also like converted all the colleges. I got like opportunities in a lot of big companies also. So that's fine. GMAT is almost like CAT, but these are two different exams. So the preparation strategy is different. GMAT is more like that's the new, like the target GMAT. Like target one is like is much more different than the previous one. White not 8 into 20 because 9 times Aritrika bhai. That is first time I'm drinking, second time drinking, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 9 times. First I'm drinking here, second drinking here, third. Last one is 9 times. Just write it down. 9 times I'm drinking. Snap and cat are almost same. Snap and cat are almost same. Snap and cat are almost same. IM से मिल जाता है call 77%, 12%. That is fine. That is fine. That's a good. Like if you have a, but you need to have a very good like CAT. Your CAT should be very good. Then you can get a call with this thing. Arithmetic, I think you have understood what is like how I have done it. Please say yes, no. Diptanshu, Amma finally says backlog. Fifth sem backlog is a very difficult thing, bro. But then you need to like repeat it. Repeat. You have to repeat then. How much? Like how much for which question, Tulika? And do GMAT and CAT do, so when should I appear for GMAT? Like it depends on like which colleges you're approaching for GMAT. Like what colleges you're targeting. You're targeting US, you're targeting Europe, you're targeting Indian colleges. Because if you're targeting US, so you have to take your GMAT by December, at max December. Because December all the round to deadlines are there. But if you're targeting Indian colleges, then January, February is also fine. So depending on the target college, brother. Your profile is good, that's fine. This is fine, it's fine. It's not great for IM, but it's a good profile. How much in CAT? I scored 98.7. Like I think you are asking my like my percentile. It's 98.7, 98.4, 98.3. I guess these three things I have scored. Yes, it's difficult. That's why I always tell people to do one thing. Like if you have like facing difficulties, the thing you have to do, like go through the same question again and again and try to imprint it. So Pranav, if you're going for US, you have to take GMAT by November, December. Then only you can have the round 2. And round 3 there's a very less chance of getting into US colleges. Round 2 is the best time to get into US colleges for the international students. So yes, that is also kind of same, yes. From IM to that is fine. Like, that's fine. Like, but you have to have a very good CAT score, Tulika. You have to have like around 19.5 kind of CAT score, especially if you are like engineer. For non-engineer, 19.34 also will do. And you're also girl, so that is also brownie point. 998 is a very good profile. It's a kind of very good profile. Do the judge state boards differently? No, not at all. It's almost same. Profile is good, like good. Like yes, engineer. Yes, you need to have a very good score, like 98.45% at least. So I hope I have answered a lot of your questions, I guess. So I think it's time for me to say goodbye. We'll see you guys in the next week, I hope. And please go through, like I'm giving you like the brief, like please go through the mixture allegation part, like especially the last one, like the removal replacement. This is one of the things which is a little bit more difficult and you can get more difficult questions as well. So please go through it. Please go through all of these things. And yes, and yeah, I love that you guys love my session, and yes. And that's why I try to like communicate with you guys also, because I understand like communication is very important, because it's very important to understand where you have facing problems and like how you improve your VRC, why you're not solving a maths question, what is the problem. For the maths, I'm saying the same thing, guys. For maths, if you're not good in maths, like you have to do the same thing again and again until unless it is imprinted in your head. 8887 is okay for non-engineer because I was a non-engineer as well, so that is fine. That's kind of my profile. So I hope all of you guys have like good time today. So 8866 is a little bit difficult, bro, but yes, you have to have a very good percentile in CAT. 9.2, 77%, 7.8. That is fine. That's fine. But IMA is like difficult, but you have to have again, like if it is GM, you need to score like for those it's like 98.5 plus. Thank you guys. Thank you all of you. I hope I tried to like at least resolve some of your queries. 769 non-engineering, that's decent. That is a decent kind of profile. 6 is a little bit difficult, but otherwise this is good. 888 engineer, 1 point, a decent profile. Decent profile, Pranav. Decent profile. Very decent profile. I don't know why you're asking about the profiles, everyone. So don't worry about profile. Guys, listen. Like, listen, the profile is not the only thing. Like profile, whatever you have done. Right now, you should focus to maximize your score in CAT. Whether it is 99.8, 99.4, 99.2, 98%, whatever you can have. Because for every kind of percentile, you have a very good school, right? And if you're doing good in that particular school, you can have a very good. I know, like, I give you one example. 2 of my friends, like, when I was joining IIM Lucknow, which I didn't join, in that point of time, like one of my friend has joined IIM Calcutta and one of my friend has joined KG Somaiya. And you know what happened after 2 years? The guy with KG Somaiya has a better placement than the guy with IMC also. And right now, the guy with KG Somaiya is doing far better than the IMC guy. So it's not only about the college, bro. Like if you are just getting the right college and if you're putting right amount of effort, no matter what happens, you will be the best. No matter what happens, trust me. So it's not only about the college. Just get the best college possible for you. Just give your 100%, get the best college and do prepare there. Do prepare all of the things with you. And trust me, like the life is a very long race, bro. Very long race. It's not only about a college. It's a very long race. You need to work for the next 20-25 years at least. Like if you think about like me, then 20-25 years. So in this 20-25 is a very long race. So the one who can stand till last will win the race always. So it is important. So don't think about like this way. Like if I'm A nahi hua to kya hua? There's not problem. No problem, bro. No problem. Especially Bablu. There's no problem. Like get your things done. Give your best. Get your best possible percentile. Be true to yourself. Do practice. Do prepare. Do true to yourself. That is the most important thing. Please be true to yourself and just go practice and get this CAT done. Get a good percentile, get a great college, and also keep on doing this thing again and again and again, and for the rest of your life. That's where you can like get whatever you want to get. If your VRC is weak, so just read. My VRC is not good. I am from a particular, I am from a Bengali board, bro. My 11th, 12th, my medium of communication was Bengali. My school was Bengali medium, but I still scored 99.9%, 91% in verbal. Just because it's just about the reading. You should read as much as you can, and you should do practice RC like every 2-3 RC every day. Just do this. That's all, bro. That's what it takes. Financial literacy. I'm not a finance guy. So financial literacy, I will tell you, like just ping me. There's one book I was reading in finance. So I'll let you know. I didn't remember the name. So yes, so don't think about. Thank you, Swati. I just love like you guys loved it. Yes, like I have like done so many different things in life. So yes, so that's why I see life. That's all about it. By bro, don't think about the score. Just do RC and try to write summary for every RC. And those people who are not very comfortable with RC, please write down the summary after every RC and think whether you have got the right idea or not. And especially I tell people if there are 3 paragraphs, just write down the mental notes also. Like write down the notes for each paragraph or each 3-4 lines. Then try to do the mind map. Do all these kind of things. That will definitely help you to improve your RC. Trust me on this. But do it diligently. Do it regularly. VA, I always been struggling. VA, except critical reasoning, I never, like whenever even I got 99.91 percentile in VA RC, so I just solved RC. I didn't even touch VA. But VA, I didn't do parasymbol, so like parasymbol, I don't know how people can do it. But critical reasoning, I'm very strong in critical reasoning, obviously. So critical reasoning I can help you with, but like for parasymbols, I think you just need to go through like what is the initial sentence and how you can do these things. Even I'm not great at it. I'm very honest about it. Like what is my great, like how good I'm in one thing, but yes, parasymbol is never my cup of tea. Never my cup of tea. That's why I never teach also parasymbols. This is yes. LRD is one thing, bro. LRD you have to practice. You have to keep on practicing. There is nothing apart from this in LRDI. Parajumpers by maybe, mera bhi problem hai. Trust me, Anand. Like I also face parajumpers in my entire life. But yes, I know the people who actually do the parajumpers, they have to be very good in like basic reasoning. And there's a formation of parajumper question. Like there are certain tricks are there. Like it's there. Like what is the sentence starter? Like what is like the sentence thought reversal? Like but therefore you have to place it. All of these things. So this kind of things are there. So I think like any verbal faculty, like the one who is good in parajumpers will teach you parajumpers. So I think you learn there. By I will not say it is okay, but I have not done it. That doesn't mean you should not do it also. Yes, I have taken one critical reasoning for the marathon session. Yes, I remember. So that critical reasoning is one of the things like I love it. I just go with it. RC 3 set, LRDI 3 set. You start with the easy set, especially from the previous CAT, like from 2014, this kind of CAT. Pick up the sets and do those sets initially. I have spoken a lot, I guess. So mera gala bhi sukh gaya abhi. So I will be leaving, obviously. It is available in YouTube.